having guests. Today we're going to be doing some perfumery. I just evaluated 4 of my latest creations, and today I'm going to take you on a journey to see what else I can create to put in a bottle that can then be used in cosmetics, perfumes, facial sprays, anti-aging, whatever I want to do with it. So come join me as we create. So ever since college, I've wanted to do this particular experiment. My husband, who is in the biology department, no, he was in the microbiology department, did some chemistry that created the banana scent. So today I'm going to use a perfumer's approach to creating a banana and what else? Lime. All right, so not just a citrus, but an actual lime smell. Okay, so let's get started. So I've got these extra small bottles for this experiment. This is my normal size bottle. I know it's not a lot of difference, but for me this is just, you know, a mixing experiment, but I probably want to keep it for later, so we're going to go ahead and use it. So according to my professors, lime is a combination of citrus and conifer, believe it or not. So we're going to pull out citrus. Let's find citrus. And let's find conifer. And conifer. So these two will make an accord. So that's basically what we're doing, is we're creating a accord. How do I create an accord? A single scent made of many different elements that smells like one thing. Okay, so we're going to take citrus fluorescence, which is a basic citrus accord, and combine it with conifer, hopefully, to give us lime. All right, so it's about 25%. Okay, so this is supposed to be about 25 parts of citrus to actually 75 parts of conifer, if I read this correctly, which I may not have, but we're gonna give it a go and see if my notes are properly calculated. So I've got to make a better effort not to actually touch. Until the very last emptying. See how small these drops are? And we're going to scale it down to 5. We're still working with 100, even 100 for my parts. So my final alcohol addition should prove consistent. All right, so there's our first one, citrus. Now the rest of it is all conifer, believe it or not. Now if you recall, conifer is like pine, and let's see what else is it. Okay, so it's like pine and that kind of stuff. So pineal, I guess, is a major portion of conifer. All right, so remember 75%. So I'm going to dial this up to 10, and we'll count out 10 plus 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 40. Come on, you. 50, 60, 70, 75. So if this one doesn't work, I'm not sure. I'll take you to banana, but we're at least gonna make a lime, hopefully, today. Maybe we'll save all of the other excitement for another episode. So we've got conifer. I can't believe this. Conifer of all things. I never would have guessed it. This is going to be slightly, actually, this will be slightly stronger than my perfumes because this is a mil smaller. So it'll be double the strength. So it should be easy to detect whether or not we get an accurate measure, accurate scent approximation. All right, so let's label this. Set it aside. Give it a little liner. I'm not sure I like these. I prefer phenolitic lids. We're gonna call this one limes, and hope and pray that's what we get is lime. Banana is the one I want to do next, but banana is a little more tricky because I wasn't given the actual components. I was just told that 99% of it is fruit, dairy, and vanilla with a hint of spice. So we know that we've got 1% spice, which makes sense because bananas have that. And it could possibly have trace amounts of jasmine. So let's do the fruit, dairy, and vanilla first. Add our spice, and if it needs a little je ne sais quoi, banana, we'll add a little jasmine, just a little. I'll just dip it in and see what happens. All right, so banana, this is lime. All right, so let's make a lime. Okay, there we go. We got our lime. I think I'll limit it to 2, just because this is a little crazy. People seem to like really, really short videos, and I like the long ones. If you really enjoy long videos, let me know. If you'd rather I do short videos that give you a little glimpse into the world of perfumery and cosmetic science, just let me know. Now, perfumery is a completely different chemistry than cosmetic chemistry, but it's nonetheless just as exciting. A little crooked there, but we've got a little bottle of lime. Now I can't help, but I'm going to do a little bit of a out of bottle. Okay, let's see. Is it lime? Does it lime? You know what? It limes! It's lime! Oh my gosh. Who would have thought that a conifer character would bring out the lime in a basic citrus? Ah, that's so cool. Now, let's move on to our next one, which is banana. All right, so I found a formulation from another lecture for banana that I'm going to try, and it has a little bit of green in it as well. So it's got vanilla, dairy, green, and spice. So green and spice are the smallest input, of course, because they have such a powerful impact on the final formulation. So we're going to start with fruit, and for fruit, the first time, I was going to divide them equally because that was one of the first lectures. They said that fruit, vanilla, and dairy were pretty much equal with a higher fruit and vanilla level, but I'm going to start with this other one because it makes more sense, with a high vanilla, a high dairy, and a lower input of fruit. So we're going to start with fruit at 11. So there's 10. All right, so we'll start with 10. A little bit. Wow, that's a lot. And then 1. I can always modify a little. And there's 1. Now because this is the first one, and I'm finished with this pipette, I can do that. All right, next one. We're gonna go with vanilla. We're gonna go about 30% vanilla. Let's see how that treats us. 30, yeah. Nearly 30. Okay. Ooh. Actually, 30%. Next one is dairy. Also, the highest of the 3 is dairy. So it's about 45 to 50. We're gonna do 45 just because. Actually, I'm gonna start with 40. Ooh, it's starting to smell banana-ish. Whew. All right. So again, 99% of this is done, apparently. A little shake. I don't know if I'm convinced that's banana yet. Okay, let's give it a little bit of green and a little bit of spice. So I'm going to go 0.1 for the green and 1 for the spice. Oops. There goes our spice. And the green, let's smell it. See if it's more banana-like. Oh, yeah, definitely more banana-like than it was before. And let's give it just a little bit of greenness. Comes from cis-3-hexanol, which is a very, 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 very strong one, which is the reason why you only want to use it in very tiny measured quantities. This is one that I personally would, I think this one's actually going to be key, because when I smell a banana, I smell the skin, and that's where the greenness comes from. All right, let's fill up our bottle with alcohol, because that's the solvent I'm using right now, to kind of give the fragrance lift and bring it up, because I'm using such tiny, tiny quantities of scent molecules. So that should have washed down the sides. Stick in the liner. That on there. Give it a shake. And I am going to give this a couple of days, both of these a couple of days, to develop their scent. Because one thing I have found is the scents aren't fully ripe, so to speak, until they've had a time to mingle fully. So let's give the lime another little sniff, see if it's still on track. It is. I wouldn't say it's a true lime, but it's definitely a artificial lime. So this is our banana, which I've just made a label for. I don't even know if this is gonna be the good stuff or not. This is the thing I've been waiting for to make since I was just in college, just in my biology program. Okay. Ooh. It does have kind of an essence of banana. It's nicer than banana the way I've formulated it. I'm gonna write those numbers down. But definitely has a very tropical, very sweet smell. I'd say, can I picture a banana? Yeah, I kind of can. All right, so we've had a successful molecular test. I hope you enjoy perfuming as much as I do. And I'm having so much fun with Perfumers World. I hope you go out there and try it. It's affordable, it's fun, and it's easy, easy, easy. You don't need a chemistry degree to do it. But if you love scent and the science of scent, please give them a try. It's easier than starting from scratch. Why reinvent the wheel, guys? I know I've been to base notes and a lot of people aren't, it's not their favorite school, but I don't understand why, because it's brilliant. And I'm not being paid for this. I wish I was, but I'm not. If you enjoyed this, click like and subscribe. If you want to learn how to perfume, get out and take the free course. I mean, invest in a set of 25 fragrant accords and start creating whatever you want. It's like once you start going to the lectures and reading the material, you'll realize that you don't have to buy perfume ever again. You don't have to wear the same scent as anyone else, and you can have so much fun learning. So if you enjoyed this, please click like and subscribe, and please come back and join me as I create cosmetics, as I venture through the world of perfumery, and just have a really good time with you. If you have any questions, of course, check the links below. We do have a new program that I'm starting where all of my recipes are going to start appearing in the members only video links. So take advantage of that while it's available. Bye for now.